Hi, this is Laura Siri with Red Carpet Report. We're here at a special screening of Showtime's limited series, Guerilla. So with the time setting was the 1970s, like how much research did you have to do to get this production design done?
Oh gosh, lots of research. I set up a website for John about 2 years before the show actually got off the ground. I've been looking at so many different people's photographs, Neil Kenlock's in particular, and there's many different photographs, much archived material that you can find online. So much you can find online nowadays, and I've been to exhibitions at the B&A and down in Brixton. Really, I've just looked at so much. It's really opened my eyes to this subject, which I knew very little about. Although I was living with people that were associated with this subject all my life. I live in East London, which is quite a cosmopolitan area.
Well, how difficult was it? Because it's hard to bring back this whole design of the 1970s when there's really just seems really difficult to bring everything back together to that moment.
We decided, well, we had a look. When I had a look at the research, I looked around East London where I live, and a lot of the areas there are quite undeveloped, and it's quite an undeveloped part of London. And they're very close, they're very associated with what was in Brixton and what was in Shepherd's Bush, all around the time of 1971. And I do remember Railton Road and those kind of areas when I was a youth at college.
Well, what was your favorite part of building? Like, what was your favorite part of this whole design, the whole thing?
Oh, I loved doing the rally. I really enjoyed doing that. We dressed about a mile of street, and we did about 24 shops, and we looked at the research of it, and I spoke to Neil Kenlock in quite detail regarding his photographs, because he went to many rallies, and he was the photographer for the Black Panthers. He was like their sort of silent witness, really, if you like, a silent solicitor.
Well, did you keep anything from the set that you're like, I need to have this, I must have this?
Oh, sorry, say that again.
Was there anything that you saw in the photos and you thought, I must have this moment, I must have this in the scene?
I think really, yes, it was the culture, the music, the things that people said, and the way people put themselves forwards. I loved the way that people actually stood up and expressed themselves in those days, and they were quite free to do it. Although they were suppressed by various factions who didn't want them to talk, they actually stood up and spoke.
Well, how long did it take you to produce this whole thing? Because the series has a timeline, and from that timeline to now to how it is on screen, how long did it take you to produce everything, like clothes, the background?
Well, to produce the background, I think we had something like a 12-week run-up, and then we had a shooting schedule, which was 3 weeks per episode. So it was fairly rapid, and in the first few weeks, we had so many turnovers. We had 3 different sets to set and strike each day. So it was quite a frenetic thing to do.
Wow. So have you seen the entire series and your artwork? What was your first moment when you saw your piece on the big screen?
Well, I've been seeing the rushes and I've been seeing the assemblies. So that's always good to see every day. I can tell how the thing's going. But on the first day, when I saw the first rushes, I was so pleased about it. But really, it took me a couple of weeks to actually sit back and look at something that was assembled and see how that had turned out with its colours and with a variety of characters from the different cultures all joined together.
Because typically when the production concludes, they take apart everything and put everything back. Did you keep anything from your time there?
Oh, how do you mean keep something from my time?
Not that time, from that time there.
I'm not sure I understand that.
Like, did you keep any souvenirs, any production stuff?
Oh, did I keep any props? Yeah. No, but traditionally, John, I've done a film with John before, All Is By My Side, and traditionally John likes to keep the very small action props, like the tickets, the tiny little things of detail, especially Dahari's book, which we spent a long time doing Dahari's book, and we took the research from Black Panther pamphlets, and we looked at them, we recreated a pamphlet that Dahari had written, and we did a woodcraft print, and we got the typeface right, and then we printed it on a certain type of paper on a mammograph, which is like a certain type of blueprint printing that they did in those days. So it was with all of those little details we all put in a box and gave to John before he left.
Thank you so much. That's fantastic. I can't wait to see more of it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more videos. Leave a comment of what's your favorite Showtime show.